Hello everybody. I'm out and about right now trying to take care of some business, and I just felt inspired to make a video because I just got off the phone with someone and we were talking about how she feels that her family ain't shit. And part of the reason why she's saying that is because she's in a financial bind right now, and it seems that there's no one there who's willing to help her out of her situation. So I know her family very well, and I know that not to be true, and that she's just saying these things out of frustration. I quickly came to the defense of her family and reminded her that there have been plenty of times where her family has actually bailed her out when they didn't really have to. And that leads me to the point of the video. One of the things that she said that really disturbed me is that family ain't shit. And the way that I look at it is this. I learned from a very young age that in this life you really can't depend on too many people. You can probably count on one or two hands the amount of people that truly care about you and that will love you unconditionally, and that will actually give you the shirt off of their back if they have to. I feel that once you reach a certain age, you should be completely and totally self-reliant and self-responsible. Because, truth be told, people just don't give a shit about you. If you don't look out for yourself, no one else will. If you don't have your own back, no one else will. I feel that once you reach a certain age that you should basically have your shit together. And I know that there's going to be times in your life where you might need a helping hand, because everybody goes through hard times financially and emotionally. And you might need a shoulder to cry on from time to time. But for the most part, you should have your own back. And it should not be to the point where you're always constantly having to go to others for financial help. If that's the case, then maybe you're the one that ain't shit. Just to go back to my friend that I spoke to about her financial issues. Excuse me. She's the type of person that I describe as a ghetto fabulous diva. She's one of those that works and spends and consumes and overspends. Instead of her having her priorities straight and saving money up for a rainy day in an emergency fund, she'll go out and she'll take her money and spend it on things that she doesn't really need, like games for her son's Xbox, or a bunch of clothes and jewelry, getting weave in her hair, getting her hair done every other week, or her nails done, or eating out a lot, eating out excessively, partying too much, and on and on and on, instead of saving money to, say for instance, putting money away in an IRA for her retirement, putting money away in a college fund for her children. She's always finding herself in a cycle of debt and a cycle of never having enough. And to me, that's like a self-inflicted wound. Because if you're not putting away and planning for your future, you're basically fucking yourself. Because she's always in a situation where she's always in a cycle of debt and a cycle of not having enough, and basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. She'll go out and have a good time, and then at the end of the month she doesn't have money to pay her light bill. And to me, that's just stupid. And I feel like she is a good person at heart, and she does help people out when she can. But if you're not looking out for yourself, if you don't respect yourself and your life enough to make sure that your business is straight, then maybe you're the one that's not shit. And me personally, I don't mind helping others if I feel that they're doing something to help themselves. I'll do something to help you out a few times if I see that you're a person that's moving in the right direction and that you're progressive. But don't get it twisted. You're not going to be able to keep coming back to me like I'm an automatic teller machine or I have a revolving line of credit for you, because that's just not how it's going to work. If you can help a family member in need, then by all means do it. But don't train yourself and don't train those type of people to keep coming back to you whenever they need help. At some point, you're going to have to give these people tough love and let them learn what it is to be a responsible adult. And you got these people that are codependents, and they feel the need to rescue everybody out of every possible situation they can in order to give themselves a self-esteem boost. And I'm just not like that. You know, like I said, I will help you if I can, and if I see that you're trying to help yourself. But otherwise, you're on your own. I think it's a serious problem with Americans and over-consuming and overspending. People just don't know how to save like they did back in the times of my great-grandparents or my grandparents. And, you know, people just use money as an escape, or spending as an escape to their problems. And I'm going to recommend that everybody read this book that I read back in around 2005, and it's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And it put a lot of things into perspective for me about how the way people view assets and liabilities and materialism. The things that I used to think were assets back then, in my mind, are no longer assets. And I view things more differently as far as making money is concerned, and my creativity and ways to increase my income and build up my assets. So I recommend that everybody go out and buy that book and read it and reread it. I want to know what you guys think. Have you ever had a family member that was constantly bugging you for financial support, but when push came to shove, you needed help, that person was nowhere to be found? Just let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And until next time, have a nice day.